We have already done a series in which Isagi and Rin were brothers. Now, what if Isagi was a part of the Itoshi fam? How would that impact the entire storyline? Do you think Isagi will foster hatred for Sai, just like Rin, or will it be different for him? Without any further ado, let's dive into it. In this world, Isagi Yoichi is born into the Itoshi family as the middle brother between Sai and Rin. Sai is the oldest, Isagi is the middle child, and Rin is the youngest. Because Sai is the oldest, he is the one who guides both of his younger brothers. He is the person who introduces them to football. Sai teaches them the basics with a calm but confident attitude, and he becomes the reason they fall in love with the sport. At the start, Rin doesn't care much about football. He is quiet and more reserved. But every day, he watches Sai and Isagi training together. He sees how they laugh, how they enjoy the game, and how they encourage each other. Slowly, Rin begins to feel left out. Wanting to join that bond, he picks up the ball and starts practicing with them. That small decision becomes the beginning of his passion for football. It becomes clear very early that Sai is a true genius. His touch, his vision, and his talent are far beyond what normal kids can do. As the brothers grow older, the same thing starts happening with Rin. He copies Sai's movements, trains harder than anyone else, and soon, people start calling him a prodigy too. Rin follows in Sai's footsteps almost perfectly. Isagi is different. In terms of natural talent, he is more average than his brothers. He doesn't grow as fast as Rin and he does not shine as brightly as Sai. But Isagi never complains. What matters to him is that he gets to play football with the two people he loves the most. Football is how he bonds with his family, and that simple joy keeps him going without losing motivation. One day, everything changes. Sai gets scouted by the Real Madrid Academy. Before he leaves Japan, the three brothers make a promise. They promise that one day, all of them will become the best strikers in the world. That promise becomes the main reason Rin and Isagi continue to push forward. They want to make Sai proud when he returns. With Sai gone, Isagi and Rin start training even more seriously. They challenge each other every day. Every game becomes a small battle. Every shot becomes a test. Deep down, they both want to be the one who surprises Sai the most when he comes back. Their skills improve quickly because they never let each other relax. Isagi slowly sharpens his game awareness and striking ability, while Rin continues to grow as a natural genius. After several years, Sai finally returns to Japan. When the three brothers reunite, Sai tells them something surprising. Just like in the original story, he explains that during his time in Spain, he changed his position. Instead of being a striker, he became a midfielder. He tells Rin and Isagi that he wants to become the best midfielder in the world. He wants to excel with his passes and vision. Isagi accepts this immediately. He respects Sai's choice and understands that Sai must have a reason for his decision. But Rin cannot accept it at all. To him, Sai giving up the striker position feels like a betrayal. Rin is frustrated and angry. He challenges Sai right on the spot to prove his point. However, the result is one-sided. Sai completely destroys Rin. Every dribble, every pass, and every move shows the huge gap between them. Rin ends up humiliated, realizing just how far he still is from reaching Sai. The story progresses as Sai leaves for Spain once again. His departure creates a quiet tension between the remaining brothers. After Sai is gone, Isagi tries to talk to Rin. He wants to explain that Rin shouldn't have acted that way and that he should have respected Sai's decision. Isagi speaks calmly, hoping Rin will understand. But Rin cuts him off immediately. He tells Isagi to shut up and says that Isagi has no right to lecture him. Rin mocks him, saying that Isagi knows nothing about football and that he is far inferior in every way. The anger in Rin's voice shows how deeply his pride has been wounded. Rin then challenges Isagi to a match. Isagi accepts because he wants to fix the relationship, but the match ends badly. Rin dominates him from start to finish. Isagi tries his best, but he can't keep up with Rin's level at all. The loss hits Isagi hard. For Rin, the match is proof that Isagi has no right to speak about Sai or about becoming the best. For Isagi, the match marks a painful turning point. This defeat creates a huge rift between the brothers. After that day, Rin stops talking to Isagi completely. He turns cold and distant, acting as if Isagi doesn't exist. Isagi still tries to start conversations. He still tries to fix things, hoping Rin will return to how he used to be. But Rin ignores him every time. The warm days they used to share feel like a distant memory. Even during school tournaments, Rin refuses to cooperate with Isagi. He plays solo, never passes to him, and treats him like a stranger. Despite all of this, Isagi keeps working extremely hard. He trains longer than anyone, hoping that one day, he will be able to stand beside his brothers as an equal. But no matter how much effort he puts in, Everyone sees him as inferior to Rin. His name is always overshadowed by Rin's rising talent. Time passes, and then the unexpected happens. Both Rin and Isagi receive invitations to join the Blue Lock project. Rin is shocked when he discovers that Isagi got the same invitation. He can't understand how someone he considers so weak was chosen for something so important. Isagi, however, sees this as a chance to grow stronger and maybe repair their broken bond. Eventually, both brothers arrive at the Blue Lock facility. The tension between them is heavy, and their futures are about to change forever. As the story continues, both brothers enter Blue Lock where Ego delivers his famous speech about destroying Japan's football and rebuilding it with the world's greatest striker. Rin listens with a blank expression, completely unimpressed. To him, Ego is just another loud adult trying to sound important. But Isagi is different. His eyes widen with excitement. Everything Ego says hits him deeply. For the first time in his life, someone is telling him that ego is necessary, that instincts matter, and that strikers must be selfish. Isagi feels like this entire project was made for someone like him, a player who wants to change but never had the chance. When Ego asks who is ready to step forward, Isagi doesn't hesitate. He walks out before anyone else. The room goes silent for a moment. People stare. But the one most shocked is Rin. He never expected Isagi to move before him. In Rin's mind, Isagi was supposed to stay in the back, quiet and unsure like always. But seeing his older brother take the first step forces something inside Rin to react. He can't let Isagi outshine him, not even for a second. So Rin steps forward too, right behind him. Now this is where things shift away from the original timeline. Normally, Isagi and Rin are placed in completely different blocks. Their journeys begin separately, and the rivalry grows from distance. But in this timeline, something unexpected happens. Both brothers end up in the same block and even the same team. At first, people question the logic behind it. Why would Blue Lock put the two Itoshi brothers together? Isn't that unfair? Well, we can take the example of the Wanama brothers. If the Wanama brothers could be placed on the same team, then the Itoshi brothers can be too. However, at the same time, the truth is that the players aren't even truly organized by their skills. Just look at all the bumps in the other teams wherein they're supposed to be classified as better players. Just like in the original timeline, their first task is the tag match, where the last tag player is eliminated. The rankings appear and Rin stands at the top as the number 1 player. Isagi is ranked much lower, but he stays calm because this is his chance to prove himself. When the task begins, no one even thinks about tagging Rin. Everyone knows he's too strong. Instead, they focus on Isagi. To them, he looks like the easiest target. But this Isagi is not the same as before. He has trained for years, and he refuses to be seen as weak. The moment he is targeted, he reads the players' movements, dodges their attempts, and keeps moving with sharp awareness. Every time someone tries to trap him, he slips out before they can react. Then, the ball is suddenly coming towards Isagi, but Isagi decides to volley it back with his direct shot, tagging the player who tried to eliminate him. By the end of the elimination round, Isagi survives without any trouble. Someone else gets eliminated instead, shifting the flow of the story right from the beginning. This becomes Isagi's first real step forward in Blue Lock, and for Rin, it is the first moment where he begins to question whether Isagi might actually rise in the Ruthless Project despite still seeing him as inferior.